What's up again, guys? It's Axe here from Kansas City. We are going for the forts, guys. Can we hold the forts? There's only 12 minutes left. So, we are on the forts. We're holding them. And now it's time to see if we can hold them against the enemy. So, we are going up against KvF. That guild has some very strong rally leads with some extremely good gear and a lot of kills. So we're going to try to see if we can have enough people online. That's the first thing we tried to do. And I don't think we're really going to be able to get a lot of people online, but we're going to do our best to try to snatch some of these forts in their kingdom. And hopefully we can do that. So there you see it right there. Uh, I am reinforcing several of the forts. Now, I would have rather that we would have taken the forts in our own kingdom, and more than anything, my suggestion was that we take the base, because there you see it's 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. I thought the base would have been better because our guild doesn't do a lot of rallying. So the forts and the stats, the boost that the forts give may not do us as good as really warring and see if we can get enough players online to capture the base in our kingdom. But nonetheless, if we don't have enough players online for these forts, we more likely wouldn't have had enough players online for the base in our own kingdom as well. So we don't know if these guys can feel, and we don't know if we can feel either. So we're going to just give it our all, give it our best here. So we got a few of our guys, Centurion and a few others, Tays and others that are rallying certain forts. And I'm just basically going in as a filler, but that's going to change in just a second when we find out who we're actually up against. So we got a couple of, now what we had first, as you saw, the two that were rallying, the Mazen and somebody else was rallying the fort, but I think that's going to change in a second. And I think one of their stronger rally leads came over, and there you see right there, Taze was asking me to hold it or see if I can hold it. So here we go. So we're gonna see if we can do this. Time was pretty much gone, guys, when we actually came together to even really get enough players online to even try to compete. And there I am setting up. I'm setting up for mixed, guys. As you can see, I got a attack, army attack, a hero in there. I got a range. I got infantry. I got a couple of army attacks actually, and then I got a cavalry. And it does seem like I did go a little bit more of a 4-4-2 or something like that. And really, what I wanted was mixed, is what I wanted, guys. So if I did a 4-4-2, it was probably because of all of the characters and the information scrolling across the screen, messing up my vision in it, because I didn't necessarily intend to send less cavalry than the rest of the armies. And I sent, I think, all T5 as well, guys, which you guys know I said I need to stop that, right? So we got about 5 minutes left, and here we go here. We're getting a few people, we're calling guys and gals out to reinforce. So many players, guys. I mean, I kept sending out information or guild messages when it was 8 hours left, when it was 3 hours left, and it was right under 1 hour left to players to get online. And at the end of the day, we only got probably about maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8 players online, which is enough to fill if everyone increased army. But there you have that. So there is under 5 minutes left, and here we go. Now, the rally lead that will be hitting us, in hitting me, should I say, in this fort here, much better stats, much better gear, I guess. And as you can see, Taze was telling me to, get talents and, things like that. He's going to mention right now for me to change the sword and to the Skull Crusher. So there we have right there. You can see what we got. Only 4 of us in there so far, so really not a lot of troops right there. And it seems like, yeah, that's what we have right there so far. And he was saying right there, use the Skull Crusher for the army attacks. But he doesn't realize that my Skull Crusher is, at this point in this level is right now, is not as strong as the gear piece that I had on there that is much better than Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher has army attack of, I think, 28% army attack. But at the level it's at, it's not as good as the sword that has the individual stats better. So you can have a Skull Crusher army attack of, the range and whatever, but if that army attack does not equate or equal or is greater than, and that's what they're sending right here, guys. I'll pause so you guys can see it. That scrolling, that information that scrolls across the screen is really bad, guys. At one point it blocked my vision from being able to see something in one of the other things I was doing. But they got 1.8 million troops. They got some really, and who is coming in there? It is, name, okay, Mosin. Mosin's coming in. Here we go. Switching, I saw what he had. I knew I was in a different phalanx, so I just really switched out of cavalry phalanx into something much better. There's the damage there, guys, as you can see. He has maxed out familiars. That's a plus. 1.8 enemies versus our 2 point something million, and I was not able to hold it. I did not get an opportunity. I didn't remember to pop the attack boost, guys. Now it's a lot that was going on because I was thinking that I wanted to pop a bunny at one point because I didn't know if we was going to feel, so I wanted to at least have a bunny pop, right? But we end up feeling a little bit. And then I'm doing so many things such as trying to put jewels in my Skull Crusher, listening to Taze to swap the Skull Crusher in for the sword. So a lot going on. Not sure. There's the guy that we went up against. Really, really good gear, as you can see right there. Really good gear. I'll pause. So we're going up, really great gear, and it looked like he has, I don't understand why he has that cavalry piece in there. Well, it was I think he sent a 424, so he would have infantry and cavalry gear on. Okay, so pretty good kills. They had another player, another rally lead that had much better kills, and probably much better. He had much better kills too because he was full camp. But here he goes right there. There he is, and he had some pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. That was a pretty good hit. I think if we had field and they said wrong phalanx there, range phalanx would have gotten you a better results. Probably would have if I was really if my mindset was to be in I just knew I needed to be in the safest phalanx as possible, because I peeped the tower and what was coming. I figured it was mixed, so I figured I'd go in a just the safest range wedge. So I don't think the phalanx was the problem at all. I don't think the phalanx was really the big thing. I think more than anything, if I'd been able to put on the 70% boost and a few more troops, I think we would have done much better. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that loss. That wasn't bad. Not bad at all. There's another one of their guilds that attacked. They weren't able to fill, as you can see right there, only 1.5 million versus our 1.9 or something like that. So they were not able to fill there. So Centurion was able to win that one there. Yeah, so they're going on there. So yeah, there you have that, guys. And I mistakenly, I thought we had 1.8, but we had the 2 million, and they had the 1.8 million going on there. So overall, I thought it was okay. Probably should have kept the sword in there. It would have given more stats, if I'm correct. Let's take a peek. Okay, so let's check the stats right quick and see what we're dealing with. With this here, we're looking at 724, 748, and 643. So we're about, yeah, that's what we're looking at there. And then with the Army HP 434, Army attack of 316. With the sword in there, what we're looking at is, and remember, I didn't have enough time as I was putting those jewels in there. I knew I didn't have enough time to put the gold out of one into another. Those stats are much higher. 773 instead of 724, 755 instead of 740 something, 743 or something, and 696 in comparison to a 6, I think it was 640 something. So my sword gives much higher percentage. And there you see the army HP and the army attack. So I think we lost army attacks maybe 13% or something like that, because it was 313 or something. So the sword would have been actually better. I swapped it out listening to Taz, but it didn't. It's not at this moment, at this state, it's not better than my Frostwing sword. It's not better than the sword right now. But if I put the jewels in there, though, if I put the jewels in there, then of course I'm guessing definitely will be better, because you would have that infantry range and cavalry. So you would have that infantry, which right now we got a 3%, in range we got a 12%, and then we got that range HP. So we would have 17% more infantry and 8% more range, and then the cavalry would be in there. And this does have an army attack of 28%, but it's a range. It's a range equipment. So it's range with army attack. So yeah. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. I do hear across the board that everyone does think that the Skull Crusher is better. But I'm waiting in a sense to get it like temper it up a little more. Get it up tempered a little more to where I know that it outdoes the Frostwing sword without a doubt. That's what I'm waiting on that. Which it's not really hard to do. I could have done it, but I felt like these things were worth other items were more important to upgrade quicker. So there we have that, guys. Thanks for tuning in for sure. Appreciate that. And you got to keep in mind, I think, let me see what kind of, we have defensive only, guys. We have some defensive stats in the two forts that we were able to get. The one that I went for, we were not able to win that one. unfortunately. But it is what it is, and we had some fun. So there you have that. Um, so that does it for KvK. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. It is Sunday. Time for me to get this grass cut, and it's like back to work, right? Monday, you know. So um, I'm out for now, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Comment, leave some comments. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I probably got a lot of troops I need to heal. If I haven't healed them yet, I don't think I have yet. Not a lot of them, but I need to kill them anyway, right? And I do need to boost some T5s because they are at an all-time low, as you can see. The range and infantry is not too bad, but the cavalry is way bad. It's way down there. So I need to take care of that. I do have some. I wanted to go back and show you guys. There's Centurion's win there against that guy. He wasn't much of a hitter, guys. This guy wasn't that great of a hitter. But Centurion has some really good gear as well, as you guys can see. That I didn't get to show you guys. I wanted to kind of let you guys see that. As well as let you guys kind of see a little bit of the... and Centurion has some really great maxed out Pack 5s. Whereas this guy, he wasn't really... His Pack 5s look like mines, in a sense. So there is the stats. There's the report from that one there. Let you guys see those reports there. You know, I was wondering why, guys, and if anyone can tell me, why was this battle so close when they're both in a range phalanx and Centurion has the greater gear and more troops? So why was this battle so close? I don't get that, guys. I don't understand why it was so close. What happened here? I don't get why it was so close, guys. As you can see, we had Centurion had far more T5s. This person did maybe a 4-2-4, and Centurion did a straight mixed. So I don't understand why this battle was so close. I don't get it. Why this battle was even that close, guys. I do not understand that. And there's Centurion. All big boy, maxed out Pack 5s, the best in there. So I don't know how it was so close. I don't get it, guys. Yeah, I don't get why it was so close. Anybody can tell me why this was so close? I don't understand that. I felt with having almost 2 million versus, 1.5 in a sense, or 1.9 versus 1.5. With the gear and the things like that, both of them in the same phalanx. But I guess it's the 4-2-4 versus the mixed. I don't get it. I don't understand. And let's look at the heroes again that they had in there. Let's look at those. He does have some good army attack heroes. That is another thing that Narahold has. Light Weaver. He's got that Berserk. He's got a lot of good army attack heroes. And the heroes that he used, some of the same, guys. He actually identical. They have identical heroes, guys. Although he has Berserk as his lead, and they have Samtris as their lead. So really interesting, isn't it, guys? That's really interesting. So both players must got a lot of experience because they both have the same army heroes lined up in there. So that's really good stuff. Shout out to Centurion and our guild for that battle there. That was really close. And then let's take a look at mines again. Let's get out of there. And let's look at mines again, as you can see here. And there he is, and of course I'm in training gear. His artifacts 554 with 6 bless, 330 council stars. And then mine's is, as you can see, 637 levels with 307 council stars and 1 blessed. Range phalanx versus a range wedge. Now my group told me that I should have been in a range phalanx as well, which would have been the same to him. He does have maxed out pack 5s as well, as you guys can see. And then those are the ones I sent. I've had a cavalry one in there. I got a range in there, which are neither pack 5s. I have the same one as he has there, the tailwind. Then I have the hellish curse, petrifies, and then I have the maxed out bunny, brutal bunny familiar in there. So definitely he has the better familiars there by a long shot. The heroes we sent in, he pretty much went the same as the others did, guys. Berserk, a lot of army heroes, and all the pack 5s, with the exception of the tailwind wing there. And then, as you can see, the armies there that they sent in. And then there's my heroes I sent in. I sent in one that has an army attack, which was one, actually 2 when you add. I have 2, which was the lead in there. So definitely could be a learning experience for me to more maybe look into those heroes a little more there. Let's take a peek at them. So everyone went with, they all seem to go with this one here, Watcher, which has the stats of army attack stats. So they went with Watcher, army HP, army attacks. It doesn't want to go over there. Well, it's 20%. We don't have to go there. They also went with Weaver there. That also another army attack. So they're using the army attack heroes. Which on top of that, they could have like well, their army attack. They're not going to be infantry or this or that. They're army in general. And then they also went with Songstress, which is another army attack. And they went with Songstress and Dream Witch, another army. Okay. So everybody's pumping those army attack heroes when they do this, to instead of using something that can give you a 30%, infantry attack and infantry HP or something. They use an army heroes, like what a Emperor gear would give you, just army attack stats. And then they were also using Berserker, which is army attack. So all of them were using army attack heroes. Okay, great job there. Now I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to add them to my collection. Go ahead and try to finish those guys. Complete those kind of heroes would be nice, right? That could be definitely add a lot of grace and a lot of it could make it look much better. Now the ones I was using was this guy right here, which it has an army attack of 20%, but it has trap instead of army HP. I was using that one, and I was using Rose Knight along with the infantry and cavalry. And the last I used was, I think, right here. Range. So that's a difference there, where they have an army hero or army heroes that give the entire army, you know, 20, 40, 60, 100% attack boost. Whether it's me giving individual troop types just a 30% attack boost. So that's cool. I might have to look into that, guys. I'm gonna have to look into that. I did recognize that. I guess you don't really know it. You can hear it, but when you see it, and you feel it, then it's kind of like it kind of sinks in. So that was cool. Okay, all good, guys. All good. No worries. What we got here? Yeah, let's use that. What we got there? 30,000 gems for $4. For $5. That ain't bad. We'll lock that in. All right. So, other than that, let's get this here. I don't have that on. So, I do need to train some. Yeah, I do need to train some of this, guys. I do need to train quite a few of that. I don't know how many speeds I got, but I do need to get some. I got some earlier, and I need to get some more. Where the speeds are at. Need some speeds, guys. I am going to be training some of those, so I will need the rest of those speeds there. So I will need the rest. I need some speeds, guys, on that. I need to get my T5s back up. 125, okay, and then let's see, then it's 260. I think I might grab that too, guys, because I really need to get my T5s up, and then I'm gonna also, when I do the training, I'm gonna go into those T2s. So we about to look real fat, guys, but yeah, probably look real fat. I might need to grab that too, guys, because I really may need that. I don't have a coupon either, guys. There's no coupon available. Now that sucks. There's no 1+1 either. If there was a 1+1, that would be great. What I think I'll do is I'll wait till 1+1 comes out and it matches with this, and then I'll grab that. And then I'll grab that. Right? Hell with it, guys. We'll get it the next time too. Alright. Okay, so now we're looking like we can probably... So I want to wait, though. I do want to wait. I do want to wait until I get... I do want to wait until I get... I want to wait until I get... Until I look before I train these. I want to make sure I'm getting all of the I want to make sure I'm getting all of the boost that goes with crafting or doing this, so I don't want to miss out on that. And I also need to have a gathering speed here. I will also need to, let's use 100% boost, make it real fast, guys. I don't have time to be wasting. And I want to put on some, probably some, no, yes, construction is capacity, right? Is that correct? Army capacity, construction there, should be army capacity, no, that was army capacity there. Resource gathering speed there. Army capacity. I need to get the gear on that does with the I need to delete some of these pieces here, guys, that I don't even use, that I'm not going to use, so they're just in the way. So I need to just demolish some of those pieces. Resource gathering, speed, and army capacity. And then here, construction speed, but we don't have nothing for resource, army capacity, or any of that, right? Okay, no worries, no worries. Just checking, guys, just checking. But I thought I had one more, guys. I have one more. I think it's right here. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? It's familiar. What is that? Merging. Not the boots, right? Not this. That's training. Yeah, that's right. That's it right there. Resource gathering, guys. I have to do it. Resource gathering speed. That one. And we have one for this one. That one's resource gathering speed. This one, resource gathering speed. And then that one is army capacity. Let's see what else we got. Monster hunting. Construction. None of these are going to be that. This one should. Resource gathering speed, 42%. Let's go with that. Alright, so that does it right there. I might need to save that set, right? Alright, so let's go. I'm going to go gather some Lunite and get ready. Just to make sure I have enough build up as fast as I can to get ready to train some T5s. So, see how many we can train at one time. See how many we can train at one time here. Sometimes I use her in the Coliseum. I haven't been in there lately though. Okay, so if we use these here, and I think we can get some more in there too, right? That's 604, and it only takes. Let's see how long it takes, guys. I gotta hurry up, man, because I gotta get this grass done before the sun goes down. Let's see how long this is gonna take. Wasting my time here, man. Because that don't work as good. I don't like that button up there either. So let's see how long this takes with the boost on and the extra boost on. It takes a day and 4 hours, guys. So that's not too bad. Over 500,000 1 day and 2 hours. So I'll get that done and get those in there. I will chat with y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for visiting. I am going to be training troops as well. So that video is going to be a blast. I will have it all for you guys next time. We're probably going to be using those gems up there that you see. And we're going to probably go ahead with those T2s, guys. Do I need them? Nope. But I think it'll be a great video. And I'll be sitting pretty fat. I'm out.